two. Let's go, Blue Lady! Inside! Fire down these two, fire down these two. 180! Right side! Yellow! Let's go, Blue Lady! Right side! Yellow! Right side!
We've been here so many times, and we still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to 54.
Dak to the air here. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Handoff running left. It's Blue. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now. They need 7.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Yeah!
A 3rd down run with Blue. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. Offense to the line fast.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
46. Here we go, 46.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Hey, dribble it, dribble it.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Prescott. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's going to be brought down over the 28-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Hey, kill! Yeah!
From the gun is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Taking this one down. It's Blue. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down, here's Dak. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Prescott to throw once more. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go! Like that. Here we go, 46! 46!
Dak throwing again. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7.
Yeah! Here we go! Hey, kill!
They do snap it. Here's Prescott. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Eagles have it as he records That's his 7th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Yellow. Argo Lady.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now.
Argo Lady. 15, 15. Attack, attack. Hey, Ripley, Ripley.
3rd and long for him here. That's incomplete left side. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Eagles are in punt formation. Kevontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. We've hit the end of one in this showdown between 2 of the league's best. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Dallas first down. Dak out of the pistol. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. You hear from the pistol. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Billy. 26.
Prescott, quick throw, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Complete to number 9. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Yeah, here we go.
Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Looking quickly here.
For a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Prescott. Escapes the pocket. Nice run across the 15. And he's finally taken down to the 7-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Blue gets the handoff. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start to fight back with their first points in this game. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Danny Gray to return it. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Attack. 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Now, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. We've got a good one so far. We are all tied up, and we have hit our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Their punter making his way out now. Braden Mann will kick it away. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. And this one gets just beyond midfield before sailing out.
At their own 47-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On the give, it's Blue. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak to the air here. And screen here to Blue. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, kill! 47! Here we go, go to 54, line in. Here we go, kill! 26!
Prescott to throw here, 3rd and 2. Completed to his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out left slam makes the grab. And he'll go down here at the 16. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Another throw for Prescott. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
11-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Now it's Prescott again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Yeah! Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Hey, kill.
Throwing again, Prescott. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Go to 54.
From the gun is Prescott. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This from 28 yards away. Aubrey puts it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Kid, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
Gray now on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. It's his running back. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Completed left side to Smith. He's down the sideline into the red zone. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
14. Cowboys 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
1st down, here's Dak. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Back to the air. Prescott finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Up the middle, Blue. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Brian Anger in punt formation for the Cowboys.
Fights his way through a tackle. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Bigsby. Continuing to move past the 45. Still going inside the 35. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Eagles now lead by 10. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
Cowboys 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's first and 10. Dak off the play fake. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Again on second and 10, Prescott. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Prescott now on third down. Buys time, rolling right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubts. And to that end, a big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. But defenses fight the same challenge, Cade, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
At their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to the air. Prescott after that pick. Chased out to his right. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Play action, Prescott. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And they're going to have this up to the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Offense in the hurry-up here.
17 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Prescott on first and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Flush out now to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Working quickly here.
Brings up third and 16.
Here go 47. Here go 46.
Third and long, Prescott. Finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. That time the sideline saved him and his team.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 47. Here we go. Here we go, kill. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. folks shaking their heads at seeing that. He has battled interceptions all season, and here, well, he's now been picked off on back-to-back drives.
Yeah, shaking their heads because on this drive and throughout the season, the adjustments just haven't been there. The picks just keep coming week after week after week, and this time, back-to-back series.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go play action, it's Mahomes. Caught by his back. Spins out of one stop. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
16 yards. First down, Eagles.
Handoff here for Bigsby. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
They go with Williams on a counter. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
Williams. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
There we go. Wait it.
They'll start the drive with blue. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Cowboys football as we're just really counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
47. 26.
Dak now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Second down, here's Prescott again. Absolutely fires this one, right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one is ADL. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go.
Desperation time here. And this one is launched downfield. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Straight ahead with Williams. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
57. Yellow, yep. Hero 15. All right, 80. Hey, yellow, hey, go going. Right side.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keep running away with this. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Boy, Here we go, kill! 47.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's trying to go deep again. Big gain downfield. Hits the 20. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys putting up points in a game decided. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Well, there was no hesitation there. I mean, none whatsoever. Put the offense out to go for 2 there, Brock. And really, at this point, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, you got nothing to lose. And really, this decision made before you ever hit the field offensively. From this point forward, you're trying to get as much as you can, as quickly as you can. And that means these 2-point conversions.
35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles continue piling it on here in the 4th. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
16.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's Smith on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he takes the return out of bounds.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, Whiting.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. Dak to the air here. Completed over the middle. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Pick up of 13 yards. It's now third down and 8.
Here he goes, third and long. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's fourth down now.
It's fourth down.
Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46. Then we're going to 53.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They dial up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Up the gut they go with Williams. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Going with Bigsby here. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
Bigsby. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Oh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they sent him backwards on 3rd and goal.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Again, it's Bigsby. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead.
16.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here go 47. Line 8.
1st down, here's Dak. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing again is Dak. And they pick him off again. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Eagles get it as he makes his 3rd interception of this game. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. It's a designed run from Mahomes. So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. Well, everyone's been wondering, Brock, will this be the week? Is this going to be the week that the streak ends? Well, nope, chain another one on as the rest of the league keeps wondering, will these guys ever